before starting, I'm not able to access the server. في عندي أنت والأب team داخلين على server. I need بس one of you to log out.
Okay, you can sign me out, Bernie. Okay,
all right.
you already log out. You can sign in.
Okay. طيب. I'm going to start. As you know, we have upgraded Powercampus from version 8.3 that you had for UPAI.
Sorry, Ben,
yes.
Are you sharing your screen? Because we are see.
No, I didn't share yet.
Okay.
Okay, I will share now. So we upgraded Powercampus from version 8.3 to version 9.1.2. Okay, so basically, as you can see, we have a full new design for the self-service, while Powercampus is still basically the same, with slightly different functionalities that we will be talking about later. But we are going to go through different roles over the self-service to show you what did change, the security issue and everything. So this is the self-service. As you can see, this is a new design of the self-service. So username and password, of course, based on your Active Directory, it can be still based on your Active Directory. However, because right now we don't have Active Directory, what we did is we have created 3 testing student, faculty, and site administrator over the identity manager. What is the identity manager? Identity manager is a new database created that you will be using the user management. Okay. I will not talk technically. No, we have some persons which are not technical. We will talk technical later on. Okay.
Berna, this machine has joined domain, so you are able to, to log in through it.
Okay. So I'm going to show you first a student test. You are able to see my screen, sir?
Yes.
Okay. Basically, this is a student view. As you can see, the student will have a home page, which is the calendar. Okay, and in here it is related to any messages. If you want general messages shared by the university, like events, like holidays, whatever you have as general messages, you need to show to your student. They will show for all your students in here. And it can be messages shared by the professor to a group of students, a simple class or something. Okay, so we will see this later on in the administrator messaging. For the registration, first, the student is able to see his account from here. I will check this. I will see it from here. From the registration, you have the courses. So basically, you will need to open the registration to enable your student to register in some courses. Let me check if I can open. Let me check something. Site administrator. I'm going. Yes, I will open a period for your students. Like what we are seeing here is the administrator, if you want, process. So this was not previously available by its own in your self-service. So you have it now in self-service. Hamad, let me know. So today, I guess during 2 hours, we will not be able to tackle the administrator part. So you want me to go later and to tackle this?
It's up to you, but I want to mention that in the next week, we'll have some vacations. So if we can, start today, if you can tell us your agenda for today, Berna.
Today
Okay.
I have a full agenda. You know, Kamena, we are back from
No, I'm talking about
3 days.
2 hours. Yeah,
The
yeah.
two hours, we are going to go through a student workflow, then a
Okay.
faculty workflow, and if you want, we can tackle the administrator workflow.
Okay.
And for Powercampus, since it is the same, I can send you a list of the changes so you can check them.
Okay. So right now
Till we see them later on, yeah. Whatever you want. So let me know.
Okay. So right now we are focusing about the student. That's correct.
Yes. And best I need to open the registration. I will go from grade report also. Let me open the fall also, return. And I will open the what if for the full session to show you everything. Our campus version 9, it is here, right? I will just open your registration. Let me check this. Okay, so it is. Sorry about this, but we did and we finalized this on Thursday. Okay. To gain a little bit of weight, I will show you this on my machine and rebuild the setup for you. Okay, let us check. Okay, let me show you this because this student needs a little bit local. So what we have in here is the new self-service. So the new self-service is based on MVC React programming platform. Okay. So as you can see, I have different home page. So this is based if you want to show your new student or applicant some anonymous like screens, like admissions. If someone is getting to self-service, if you have continuing education course, which you don't have now, but maybe later you will have it, you can open it anonymously on your, if you want, homepage, okay, for your student. As a student, I can access the self-service. Okay, and based on the registration, you can see this is my calendar and this is today's date. If I have any schedule, it will show on my calendar. And this is the message we were talking about. So this is a general message by the university that the student or the university is celebrating a national holiday on March 5. So all the staff and student will be on a holiday. You can put any event needed and so on. In the registration courses, as you can see, this has totally transformed. It is more user-friendly. Yes.
Berna, yeah, regarding the calendar, can you please send us the steps to put the drop deadlines and official holidays?
Yes, of course, we will see it right now.
Okay.
Okay, so what you can see in here is the search for the student to search for his courses. It is same concept as the previous self-service, but you have it in a different design. As you can see in here, this is the student schedule, whatever he has in cart. So it is in a different color, whatever he has as registered, okay, and whatever he has as pending, and he have a total registration and a total in cart. He can also see it directly as a calendar from here, as you can see, or a list, right? In the advanced search also has changed. So the student can put any keyword, a course, a period, if we have different period open, which is not the case, course details, status of the course, the subtype, and so on. Okay, and he can press on search, or even he can use this search. So as you can see here, it opens the result of the search we have searched for. As you can see here, the student can see the teacher who is teaching the course, of course, and a syllabus of the course. So if I press on the course and the course has a description or a syllabus to it, it will show the registration type, the prerequisites the student need to take with the course, the core requisites also, okay, and the credit type of the course. And of course, if the course has a schedule assigned to it, it will show also in here. Okay, the campus, the building, the room, and so on, and who is teaching the course. Number of seats, of course, and number of seats left. If the course is already registered, it will show a registered on the top of the course. Hello. I can add any course by pressing over add. Let's say it will show on my card, going on register. This will take the student to the validation screen if he has a registration failure. So the number of credits, the credit limit, يعني. And of course, if he has to register any core requisite and prerequisite, with the course, or any he need to fulfill any test score and so on. Okay, so if the student has the ability to drop, he can drop the courses. So let's take another course and try to register. I still have the validation. Okay, so from here we have said that the student can access his calendar to see his calendar. Same view is from his schedule from here. So as you can see in the previous self-service, you had a customization where you did hide some flags. It's not available anymore in here. So they are replaced by 2 flags which are not flagged automatically. So this was a customization for you, which is basic in this version. Okay, so the student can see his calendar, the registered courses. Okay, he can see them as a listing. He can press on courses in cart to see what is in cart also with the registered courses. If he has any wait lists, so it will show with the registered courses and continuing education and so, or he can flag them all or keep it like this. Okay, and from here he can see it as a calendar view, and he can print his schedule at any time. Okay, back to the academic plan. So this is the academic plan is now more dynamic than the previous version. In the previous version, the student could see his academic plan, but he could not see like a projection of progression towards achieving his degree or towards completing his degree to graduate. Okay, so in this version, what we can see is in each discipline or in each, if you want, classification, the progress toward completing this discipline or a classification. Pressing on more, it will show how many disciplines are inside this academic plan, how many courses minimum required, how many maximum, and those are the setup that you do in Powercampus. Okay, and from here, this is the total. The student have achieved 12.82% from his total academic plan, while in here you can see he has achieved all the basic skills. So he took all the basic skills required from him, which is the English. Okay, and from this classification, he has completed 8.33 from what he has to do, and so on. Again, from the academic plan, you can also, the student can register from academic plan, as you can see. So those are the courses available for the student based on their sequences, what should be taken first and what should be taken later. Okay, he can search for the course from the academic plan. This will take him to the course offered. You will not see all those calendar open. You will only see like 2022 fall if you are opening 2022 fall. And inside this, if you have an offering for the course, it will show for the student, okay, with add button to add the course. Fine. Do you have any questions so far? Something is not familiar from here?
No, it's fine for me. Thank you.
Okay. So what you have also is the what if. What if is available for the student, and you can limit the what if. Yes?
Sorry, I have a question regarding waitlist courses.
Yes.
The function of the waitlist courses. The student
So
can
the
put him.
wait list is first in, first out. Meaning, if I have a section which is full and I register in it, okay, the system will put me in a wait list, right? The first one who drops the course, the system will send me an automatic notification, which is a notification that I can now register for the course. We have a valid place. So the student will go to the self-service, to his self-service, and try to register the course if he is the first one adding the course after one is dropping.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Okay. So what if plan? Why do we use what if plan? And I know you are not using this currently in neither in UPI or Ryerson because it is inactivated. So I'll tell you what is the aim of what if. What if can help you in two cases. Either for the student who is selecting his major or selecting his specification, okay? Or either a student who did enter for the first semester or second semester or whatever, first year in a program, but he finds himself not going very well within the program and he need to transfer or to shift to another program. So this is what if can do. The student can come and say, let's say here is the two what if plans of the student. So the student was in marketing and he need to see if he shift, or he was in computer science and needs to see if he shift for accounting, what could be the equivalency of the courses he took in computer science. So I have limited the student for a maximum of 2 if you want what if plans. Okay, so he did choose the 2. So in the accounting, nothing from the courses he has taken will be counted in accounting. But while if he go for undergraduate computer science, he have 9.38 from his courses counted, especially in the general education core courses counted for him. So this will give his advisor an idea if the student is shifting a plan or he wants to shift his plan, will give him an idea if to advise him to go for this major or not. Again, for selecting a specification, you know, many of the universities, this is not your case mainly, but maybe you will have some programs having this. They enter their first year as general, no major declared, right? So from here, they can declare their major after their first year. They can choose if they are in general business, if they want to go to accounting, marketing, whatever you have as declaration of major. So they can choose it from here. This will show over the advisor. This will show over Powercampus also as what if, and you as registrar people or the registrar office can put their plan as actual and approve their major. Okay, so this is what if is meant for. Fine? Questions?
Clear, thank you.
Okay. Again, you have the unofficial transcript. So this is the unofficial transcript of this, what the student can see, of course. So you have seen this previously. So again, this is each semester. Under each semester, the courses that the student was enrolled in, how many credits, the grade the student did get over the course, okay? And from here, the student can see his attempted credits, earned credits, total credits based on the values you have set up in the system, and his cumulative GPA. And again, a student can print this at any time. Grade report. So this is the grade report that you open and close for your student based on the semester. So it is semestrial. The student can choose the semester. He need to see his assignment. He need to see his GPA. So let's say we are in 2021 spring, okay? And in session 1, this is the accounting course. This is the grade over the accounting course, okay? In here, the student can view the details. So this is different from the previous version. This is the final progress. The system will give the final progress for the student. Why? Because let's say I am in, I'll go back. I am in the middle of the year, okay? And I still have my projected grade and not my final grade. So I can project from here. Even my advisor can project from here what are my chances to pass this course, or even maybe I will fail the course, so my advisor will interact with me, and based on the details in here and the assignment, okay, he can maybe calculate what should I get over my final exam to succeed the full overall grade, okay? So this is what we call a grade repo. And then we have the request for transcript. It is similar to the previous request from transcript. We use this to request an official transcript from the registrar, stamped transcript, or whatever we have. So this is basically inactive at your site. So if you want to activate it, you can test it from here. So the student will have to enter his name, his address. Why do we gather his address? Because some institution, they send the student the transcript via post, or any service that can send the student without the student going to your registrar office to collect his transcript. And from here, number of copies and the reason of requesting this, and he can submit his request. From here, if you have any charges assigned to the official transcript, let's say you charge each copy of official transcript $10, let's say. So the student, if you have this connected to a bank gateway, can pay online before you receive his request in the registrar office. I have something in here, as you can see, a request enrollment letter. So basically, this is not something available in the system, but what I did, I have an external enrollment request letter over Google. Okay, but I have connected this to my self-service. So instead of the student going, logging out of self-service and going to to your website to fill a request enrollment letter, or to fill a specific survey that you have, you can connect this. We will see this during the administrator session. You can connect this directly to your self-service, so the student doesn't have to log out and go to another maybe link to request for enrollment letters. He can just click over this. It will redirect him to your enrollment letter so he can fill it. Okay. Similar, you can connect your Moodle, you can connect whatever you want through a similar link for that to facilitate the student life inside your campus. Okay.
Okay,
What you have new in this self-service also is the transfer course equivalencies. So you can open this anonymously outside without your student logging to self-service to see if a student, let's say, coming from another institution, and you have set up a transfer equivalency inside your institution, he can press on this, okay, choose the major he wants to enter. Let's say I will show on. He will choose from which university he is coming. So let's say I'm coming from this. I'll press on search. I will search the transferable courses, or I will say show all. So what is transferable from this institution is this course, the number of credits, okay, and I can see it, and I should have a minimum grade of C. So this is how, instead of transfer students coming to your offices saying, I did enroll in, let's say, Abbott institution, and I took the business 201, I need to see what should be transferred from my courses. You can see it online without just going to your to the registrar people, or calling to check what is transferable or what is not. Okay.
Hello, Berna. I have a simple question regarding transferable courses. So here it shows what courses offered by the institution they are coming from, but does it show to which course it's going to be equivalent on our side?
So yes, from your inside Powercampus, this will show because you did this. Okay, so you choose what is equivalent to what inside your institution.
I understand, but does it show for the student to which equivalent course it's going to show? So here
No,
it says,
no, لا.
okay,
Yes, I can help. I
Can
can answer.
look at this. This is the business 2010. You see it, and this is the equivalent course inside your institution.
okay,
You have them both, but this is based on what you did set up inside your system.
okay,
Okay, so what the student can see, this is the equivalent course. This is inside your institution, but this is what is coming from the other institution.
Berna, I think Candace have a comment. She's
Thank
raised a
you.
flag. Candace, you are mute.
Thanks. I think she finally got to the answer. Myrna, you're good now, right?
Yes, we answered
Yes,
her question.
thank you.
But again, what you see in here is based on what you set up in your system. Okay.
Okay, yes, thank you.
Right. Later, what a student can see is, of course, his finances, right? So as you can see, the balance did change in the form. What you have in here, like this is a summary, summary about what the student has as a balance due. So a summary, this is based on the summary type for finance people, tuition, which is all tuitions, okay, student fees, any miscellaneous fees over the student, like working fees, internet fees, technology fees, whatever you have as fees. Cash receipt is all the payments the student had made. Is it bank payment? Is it online payment? Is it cash? Any discount, which are discounts or maybe scholarship or whatever. Okay. If I want to see details of those, so I can see the details by pressing detail by summary type. This will show me what are the tuitions, what are the fees. So I have lab fees. What are my cash receipts? Okay. And what are the discounts? Fine. And again, I can see this in a debit credit. So those are all the charges and those are all the credits. Hello, why you are seeing my screen like this? Because my laptop is, I have a small screen. So I have to minimize the resolution so you can see this, but it will be too small. So let me know if you want me to minimize the resolution to see the full picture, or it's okay for you like this.
No, it's okay.
Okay, great. And then a student can make an online payment from here. He will choose the year and term. He will put his amount and make a payment. So this had to be connected to a bank payment gateway so the student can pay directly online his due balance. Okay. And
Berna, I have a
yes.
question, please. You said that discounts can be mentioned here when you scroll down the page, there are discounts. So, may I ask how the discounts would be set up for the student to be on this page? Is it being set up on Powercampus itself, right?
It should be set up on Powercampus itself, of course. So you have different discount in Powercampus. You have a scholarship as a discount. The description will differ because this is a scholarship, but the description for me was a discount. Okay, so you can have like sibling discount based on the description you have. Can be a scholarship, it can be a simple discount taken by the student. Whatever you have can be set up in the system.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. And last, this is a statement of the student. So a student can see at any time any published statement. So again, the statement of account is not opened in your current self-service, right? Yeah, Yara, remind me.
Yes. Yes, Berna?
Yes. Statement of account is currently not inactivated, right?
Yes.
Okay, so this is a statement of account. Why do we use a statement of account? We are going to talk like in general for you to know if you need to activate this later on, because many of self-service functionalities were deactivated based on the basic or the first requirement of your institution. So again, what we have here, you can see different statements, okay? So the statement will not show to your student unless you publish it, unless the finance team will review the statement of account of the student and say, okay, I need to publish the statement for the student, so that they will be able to see, okay, their charges, what is due, to print this and maybe go to the finance office, maybe go to the bank to pay their fees. And what can be customized in here, this part can be customized for your student because this will be detached, okay? We can put any like general message or any specific message for some student. It can be put on their statement. Here we can include the bank if you want account, the IBAN account and whatever you have, or maybe the accounts where the student can go and pay, okay? And signature of, after you detach, he should sign that you have received his statement and he have paid whatever he has, okay? From here, I can go to my profile as a student, okay? And in my profile, I can see a picture of me, my name, the program I am enrolled in, okay? And I will not talk about the themes. We are going to talk about the theme and the branding later on, because now it is easy for your marketing department to brand self-service the way they want, not to go back to ITB, okay? From here, we can see the year and term, the program, what is his degree, the matriculation, if he is on an academic plan, the college attend, this says that he is readmitted. The student can see his alerts. So the student have one alert that he has low attendance, okay? The account, from here, the student, if he has, this is his university email, his phone number. If he is assigned to an advisor, he will see his advisor in here, the phone number if available for him, or the email of the advisor, the ID of the student. He can change his password from here. The address, the student can add address if this is available for him. This is his preferred address. I didn't open the address from here. The phone number, okay. Preferred name, demographics, if he is on any agreement means a sponsorship, and so on. Okay, any question regarding the student?
Berna, is the student able to update his information directly, or he need to go for student affairs?
Specific information like address, add an address, add a phone number, update his demographics, yes, but a request will go like to the administrator to approve.
Okay.
Okay. Good. Let's go now to a faculty view of the system. So here I am a super user. I'm seeing everything, but as a professor, I'm going to see my classes. So this is my schedule. This is a schedule of a professor. A professor can see his schedule from here, okay, can print his schedule, can directly access his class list automatically from his schedule, okay? So this is the class list, okay? And the professor has a dashboard too. So if I press on dashboard, I'm sorry, I have slowness in the connection. Let me get this. Again, this is the dashboard of the professor. You can see that this has dramatically changed. Now the professor can choose the course, or he can access it from the schedule view class list, or he can access directly his dashboard. Looking at the dashboard, you can see different colors over his calendar. Those are the schedule of the course he has chosen. So the course runs every Monday, as you can see. Okay, runs every Monday from 10 to 11:29. Okay, so you can look at his calendar. He has all Mondays marked at his calendar as this is his schedule. Okay, and you have different like coloring. So all like if you want pink colors are the non-taken attendance. Okay, missing attendance, and all in green are the attendance that were taken to the class. So let's say I am today the 8th of November, let's say I can take directly attendance from here. So this is the location. I can add notes, whatever I want. So taking the attendances will take me to the class list, okay? And from here, I can put present to all my class, and maybe this one was absent or was late or whatever. I can put a comment over the attendance and save my changes. Okay, I can download this to any CSV file as usual, PDF, CSV, whatever I have. Okay, and as you can see, the take attendance and the add note disappeared after I took the attendance of my class. Okay, from here I can see. Yes.
Sorry, Berna, and what if you would like to change something? For example, someone came late and he would like
You can go to the daily attendance from here.
Okay.
You can re-access the daily attendance. Okay.
And can he export all of the attendance for example, for accounting 102 one time?
Yes, yes, of course.
For all the attendance.
Of course, I don't know what's going on. The internet is really slow today. So regarding the class list, accessing the class list, and we're waiting for it to open. So again, the professor can see his full class list from here. As you can see, have everything on the left side. So we can show less or more for the professor based on the role or whatever we need to show the professor. We have something called permission request. So this permission request, we can enable the professor to permit a student to register in a course that he is not eligible to register into. Let's say the student is here in his last semester, okay, and he has a course from a previous semester, or I don't know, he have a course or two courses until he graduates. So he can send the professor a permission request to register the course in order to graduate. What is going on? Give me a second to check my connection. Do you still hear me?
Yes, fine.
Yes. عم تشوفوا السكرين؟
لا.
لا. طيب بس هاو كم بعدكم عم تسمعوني بس ما عم نقدر نشوف السكرين.
ممكن تعملي can you please make manage share and share again.
يلا. اوكي هلا you can see my screen.
Yes.
Okay, great. Seems I'm having in the server. To check if I can see something else.
This is your local server, correct, Berna?
Yes. Okay. We will go back to the class list. I don't know what is taking it so much time. I will go back to it, but we have the activities. The activities are the assignment that we used to do in the previous version. Now it is a bit different, okay? You have the options at the very top, which were at the left side, do you remember? So to set activities weight by type, by possible point, to enter for each equally, or so on. And we have here Okay, what we have as, if you want assignment, I will minimize a little bit the display settings so that you can see a full screen. Do you still see?
Yes.
Let me check activities. Okay. You can see in here, I have, if you want, different weight type activities as you have in University of Canada. So I have a presentation, okay, over 20 possible points, and I need to count toward final. In the paperwork, I have final exam, which is over 40%, okay, and I have in a quiz, in the quizzes, a test and a quiz 2, each over 20 and 30. And I have one quiz in the final, which is over 20. So this is basically, whenever, you know this already, but I'm going to go through it. By possible point mean each point count exactly toward the final, how I put it. Enter for each activity. If I need to change it, okay, I'll have to enter manually for each assignment the percentage that should count toward the overall final grade. So I should put it in here. And if I put equally, it means no matter what is the grade, over 20, over 60, over whatever, it will count equally, okay? Like 25, 25, 25% towards the overall calculation of the final exam. And the first one by possible point. So it should count like each one based on the possible point towards the final exam to make the 100. Okay, and from here, again, I can, if I have in each, let's say, weight type, I have 2, let's say, and I need to take one, I can drop the lowest or I can drop the highest based on my needs. Okay, grade mapping is still the same. This is where we map the letter grade to the percentage grade. We can have one default applied to all of our courses, or we can keep it open and let the professor apply his own grade mapping. Okay, activity grade, this is the activity grade. As you can see, it is different now. We don't have the first screen where he can choose to put a grade on all his activities and so on. What he will have is he will choose the activity from here based on the activity setup, case study. He will have the full student class list. He will put his grade earned in here. Okay, and these are the possible point and the percentages and the date received. He can put also grade detail comments over here. Moving on to, let's say, final paper exam. He will put the grades. Moving on to the quiz 2, same, until he fulfill all the assignment. This will show in the overall grades. As you can see, this is the submitted final, if it is approved, if it is posted, and so on. And this is the projection for the grade. Okay, what you have new in this is the alerts. Now, a professor can put any alert, or a faculty can put alerts to for their student. It will show to their professors, it will show to their advisor, the responsible, it will show also to the registrar people. Adding an alert like this, behavioral, cheating in exam, and the date, I can add an alert over student of my class. I can put an alert type, okay, smoking, late to class, whatever we have as alert, a description created by I am the professor, okay, the date occurred and the date created, and I can save, and this will show to the advisor. I can create automatic alerts also by the administrator for low grades, low attendance. It will show automatically over the student, for the professor, and for advisor and head. Okay. In the overall attendance, as you can see, this is the overall attendance. Whenever I start to fill the daily attendance, if the student has excused absence, how many? Okay. If he has unexcused absences, also how many? Tardiness, he is always late to class, how many? And I always can download this. Any of the screen is downloadable, and of course, at any time, I can send email to the full class, or I can send an email to a specific student. Okay. And in the overall attendance, whenever I review after everything, I can put an overall attendance for attendance daily, no show, and so on. And this is basically what is shown also for the registrar office in the attendance. Another thing in here, this attendance, okay, is available now to your student. Your student can see through the reports this attendance. Okay.
I have a question, Berna, about sending email. It will come from one email. I mean, all the emails for a student.
No, from the email of the professor.
Okay.
Okay, so his university email.
Okay. I think we need to test it. Okay.
Class list today is not willing to open. We use this every day, but today on strike, maybe. Okay, and then you have something called Manage Assistant. I don't know if you used it previously in the previous version or not. Maybe Yara can help.
No, Berna, we're not using.
Okay, so Manage Assistant is basically, as you know, in most of the universities, the professor does not take attendance. The professor sometimes gives the assignment to his assistant to enter them to the system. So the professor can manage assistant from here. Okay, so he can choose who is his assistant. I have an error in it. Let me check it in here. Okay, I'll open it for you. So this is the class list, as you can see. Okay, it is, I can download it, I can print it, I can see it in images also. Okay, and again, I can send an email to my students. In the Manage Assistant, we were saying the professor can give permission to any of the assistant to enter attendance on his behalf or to enter grades on his behalf. So it is based to you. I will open it on your version for you to test it and check if you want it in to be opened, enabled in your new version or not. Okay. For the advising, okay, so this is basically the advisor view right now. An advisor can search for a student ID or a student name, or he can go to advanced search and write the program, maybe the ID of the student, the year term, the session, whatever he needs to see, any filter needed to see. He can filter also that if he wants to see only pending schedule or who is on a stop list, on a hold, on a certain hold. So he can filter, or he can press on retrieve all to retrieve all his advisees. Okay, so let's see this. Any student with alert or any warning, it will show to the advisor in here with a warning. So this is a low attendance. This will show to the advisor to follow up with this student. Any schedule request that the advisor should maybe should approve on his schedule request, should approve on his schedule, approve his registration. He can see his grades from here. He can see his full attendance, and he can view a full profile of the student also. Okay. So this is a grade. This is the profile of the student showing to, if you want to the advisor, the profile of the student. If he has any schedule request, this is full view. Okay, his schedule, what did he register for, his grades, his academic plan. He can see an unofficial transcript. If the student has any disabilities, it will show to the advisor for any help test scores, for placement tests, for English, IELTS, TOEFL, whatever you have, the attendance and so on. So this is basically new. Now the advisor can see a full view of the student. Okay. Back to my advisees, okay, you have something called authorized registration. So this is basically, this can be done for student, let's say freshman student, or any student that are on hold, financial hold, let's say, and whenever they are, you do not want to block their registration, you want them to send to their advisor to authorize their registration, let's say. You can open this, they can send a request to the advisor that I need to register, and the advisor will open their registration from here by authorizing their registration. So this is a new for your advisors also. Okay. I have one university here in Lebanon who used this for all the freshman students. So the student, the newcomers, first semester, they send authorized registration to their advisor. The advisor will send them like an email to come to their office to see together what courses they need to register in. And then he authorized their registration to register their courses. Okay? Any question?
Yeah, clear.
Okay. Head of department, still the same, but in different view. So the head of department, he can filter 3 ways, either by department. So this will be automatically filtered by the departments he is responsible for. Either by instructor, he can choose an instructor to see the courses he is teaching under his department, or he can check, see by year, okay, yearly. So this is a filter. Let's say by department, this is the department he is teaching. As you can see, this is the period I have opened for the head of department. He can choose the course. Let me choose another course, which is basically lecture. Okay, from here he can see, look at this, the attendance taken, the attendance missing. Okay, he can see a class list, he can see who is on a wait list, he can see activity grades, overall grades, any alerts, overall attendance, and daily attendance. So this is a full view for the head of department also. He can set up approvals, so by department or by instructor. Okay, so let's say for this period, this will show all the courses, who is teaching the course. I can enable or disable require approval for the courses. Require approval meaning when the professor put his final exam grades or overall grade and submit them, they will not be posted to my student until the head of department will approve them. Okay, and from here, approve grades. Again, it is by course. Okay, it will show here if I have grades to be approved, and I will have a button to approve the grades before they'll be posted to my students. Course templates, I think it is similar to any course template previously you had. So you can, a head of department can create a template and assign it to a set of courses, and this will disable the professor from overwriting or from creating his own assignment. So let's take, for example, this temp one. Okay, the head of department did create 2 activities, 1 final exam, 1 midterm exam, and he did put the weight towards the final. Okay, and he assigned it to a specific courses, like he did put grade mapping, use the default. It is for by activity type, by possible point. The system can calculate automatically the overall grade. So this is basically what the head of department did create, and few courses he did apply it over those 3 courses. So whenever a professor is assigned to one of these courses, okay, this setup will show automatically in his activities, okay, and he should abide by it. Fine? Questions?
Fine, Bernie.
Okay, great. And from here, as you can see, for any, if you want, so based on my role, I can see a full view from here. So if I am a student, I can see registration and finance, grades, planning. If I am a professor, I can see classes. If I am an advisor, I can see advising from here. If I am a professor and an advisor, I will see those 2. If I am a head of department, I have all the links in here, like they are links where I can access shortcuts, where I can access the full system. Talking about the admission, I promised you to show you the online application, because you will still be on the previous online application until you say, no, I need to go with the basic, because this is the basic, cannot be fully customized the way you want it. But I want to show you the layout of this. So this is basically the new online application, which is the basic one. Okay. Anything that you need to customize over it, because now you have a fully customized online application, which is not that, but I need to show you this. Okay. So as you can see, you have each section, okay, by its own. Okay, I can combine 2 sections inside one. I will show you this later on as administrator. This is the contact information, email address, the phone number. I can add new. This is the demographic information, citizenship information, okay, government information. And while I press next, the other will open. If I press next, the other will open. Okay, I can save this. So again, this is similar to yours. I can save. I will receive an email to re-enter all my information. Okay, after fulfilling all of this, what I have is the school policy in here. This is the application form. It can be application policy. So I have redirected this to the Illusion website. You can have your own application policy where the student can print, sign, and bring it back to you. While accept, the student can submit his application, and from there it will take him to the attachment form. Okay.
Okay,
So this
Verna,
is basically the new design of the application form.
Okay, so this is the design that the student will fill. It will look like this, not. So the upgrade, it's gonna look like the view you're showing us, right?
No. What we have said is the upgrade. The upgrade does not include the advanced application form. The advanced application form is something else, because it is basically fully customized for you. So it will remain the same. Unless you say, like, I have other university where we upgraded and they say they like this form much more from the previous one, and they have no, if you want, يعني they need to go through this with the basic. يعني look at this. I have this like full Arabic information, رقم الثلاثي. Everything you need to customize over this will go into your user defined fields. It will not go through what you have right now, education through education and whatever. Everything you need to add, it will go through the user defined. So this is why we recommend you stay on the advanced application format you have currently. And if you want later to go up by this, we will need to reassess and redo the work over this if you want platform.
Okay, I understand your point. Thank you.
Okay. Berna, it's Marlene. I just have a quick question, معلش.
No,
I know
okay.
that this is like an upgrade that is like under progress or whatever. بس أنا عايزة أعرف حاجة معلش. هو in this edition we can like make the applicant access the application after submitting and re-upload some documents. يعني هيبقى فيه plenty of accesses times ولا هو برضو زي الأول once انت بتكليك submit لازم تبعت بقى أي حاجة تانية على إيميل الادميشن والكلام ده؟
هلا أنت what you have is a similar one that you have. يعني البروسيس رح يضل is same.
يعني هو بس interface that is different to more friendly كuser بس
more friendly
الfunctions the same.
بس هاتيني give me 1 second بس sorry. Okay, I'm sorry guys. I had an urgent phone call. هلا Marlene, what you have is in the new, if you use your new application form as basic one, بعدين you tested وفيكم تقولوا لي مثلا I have another university that went through this without customization. بس أنا بنصح تضلكم بالcustomization لأنه عندكم ال place of birth you have validation over it which is not available in here. Okay. بعدين we need to نخصص وقت to move على هيدي بالcustomizations يلي انتو طالبينه. هلا what we have right now in the current version, if you're using this, the applicant can see the progress of the application online but cannot re-access it. يعني انت if you move the student his application from one status to another, he can access here and see it.
Okay, this is nice.
بس مش رح يقدر to re-upload. يعني what you have is he can see the progress كيف عم تنقل عنده الابليكيشن بس he will not see إذا بدك a full يعني مثل ما أنت عم تقولي يرجع to re-upload.
معلش ممكن ولا مش ممكن؟
مش ممكن to re-upload.
شكرا. Okay, خلاص. Thank you. Understood.
Berna, can this send something? Did you check it?
نعم.
Can this send something in the chat? Can you please choose that?
لا I didn't see it.
Okay. So last time that I worked with the Powercampus self-serve and the admissions department, the application automatically always creates an ID number, which is that problem been fixed or is it still exist where if we use the application form from Powercampus self-serve that it will automatically give an ID number?
Yeah, what you have is still the same. It's not so it's not a bug in the system. What you have is whenever you approve an application from the handle application, your applicant will receive an ID, and this ID will stay with him until he graduates.
Okay, so in the past, okay, so I'll talk with my admissions team on on the problems that creates. But you did mention that a student can see their progression through the admission process. Can you please show that?
Yeah, just give me 1 minute.
Thank you.
Because we didn't set up this, because we don't have your online application currently. This is why I cannot show you this, but maybe I can do another session after tomorrow morning to show you this.
Yeah. Great, thank you, because yeah, I just know in a past institution we didn't end up using the application function because there was just too many concerns with it. So if there's been some advancements, then that's great. Let's have a discussion and go through those. It'd be wonderful.
What we can do, Candice, now currently your student or your applicant are receiving like notification by emails about their statuses with which each change. So I don't know if this could be beneficial for you or not, but we can do a demonstration for it, and you can see it. I'll tell you once I adjust this for you.
Thank you.
Hello, Berna.
Hello.
I have a question. Regarding the redirection, it was mentioned in your speech that we can redirect if the applicant is choosing a certain button or something, the application can redirect him to another page. Is that possible with different pages, or tell me the possibility of this?
You want to see how we redirect,
Yes, and I know هل ممكن redirect
Yes, we will see through we will see this through the administrator process. Yes, you can redirect لأي حاجة what we have in here. Let me show you. Let's go through the administration process in here. So this is the team editor. Okay, this is for your marketing team. I can change my primary color. Okay, I can change my...
Bernard, there is nothing showing on our screen. We can't see.
Oh, okay. There is echo from your side if two at the same place opening their mic. Okay. So you can do different things in here. So this is your primary color. You can change your primary color. You can change your secondary colors. Okay. You can put the action colors. You can put a favicon URL, which can be the picture of your institution, the logo URL. You can alternate text, and you can put a background image URL. Okay, this is basically what currently you can do yourself. It's not for us to brand your self-service. So you can do it using this. You can put any system format you want. Okay. You can choose how you want the name format for your student to show, and it can be different for your faculty name format. So you can show your student by, let's say, first name, middle name, a second middle name, last name, while the faculty, you can put it like last name, first name. Okay. You can have name format category like general format, administrator area, staff area, how they can see if you want the naming. So me as a general user, I can see a default name format, while as an administrator, I can see another format, and so on. So it can be different. I can choose in unofficial transcript how I want to see the format. In grade report, it can be different for the naming and so on. Okay, I have something also in here called user management. I'm going to show you this. So in here, as you can see,
I was asking about the redirection of the policies. Through your trial, you had picked a question and you were redirected to a...
I know. I'm showing you this. But give me, I need to show you something previous to it so that you can see yourself how we can do this and how we can set areas.
Okay.
Okay. So from here, as you can see, I can add, okay, a text, an external link. I can put a preview for the URL, and I can put parameter either by people ID, either by person ID, by username and email. And this is where I can put the link. Okay, this is your URL. You can include it in here. The text, what you want to call it, like I have called it in here, request enrollment letter. And I did put the link, and I did put an authentication through the people code ID. Okay, and from here, this will show in the menu you needed it to show. Like if I wanted it to show in the registration, which is this one, I will incorporate it in the registration. If I want to show it under grade like I did, okay, I need to incorporate this under grade. So it can be a simple link that can redirect you to the URL you are putting right here. It is as easy as this.
Great. Referring back to the application. So once the applicant chooses this, he will get redirected to the link, and then after finishing the thing through the link, he will get retrieved back to the application, correct?
I didn't get this. Why should this be linked to the application?
يعني يبقى question مربوط بلينك. لو هو اختار الكويستشن ده يتعمل ريدايركشن للينك مختلف، سواء بقى زي البوليسيز او لحاجه تانية، وانس ان هو يخلص يرجع يفل الابلكيشن بتاعته. هل ده اوبشن موجود؟
لا، ما فيني اقول option موجود. we didn't try it. يعني اذا انت you need to put it as an option عندك ممكن. بس برجع بقول انه it is different. Currently you're not using this application. عم برجع
انا فاهمه، انا بحاول
بس لو you use this application inside this application you can put a URL. حتى بالapplication يلي عندك اياها you can put a URL where you redirect them. يعني عادي بالdevelopment you can do it.
اوكي طيب تمام. Thank you so much.
Verna, I think the question is if an applicant is redirected to the URL we have on the application, does after completing whatever he did on that link, can he be retrieved back to the original application form for the university or not?
It depends. Basically, not. يعني what is happening in here, as you can see, let me show you. Okay, what is happening, this is taking me outside the self-service to another URL while my self-service is still open.
Okay.
Okay, so this is basically what would happen. If I have a URL inside either self-service or the application, this will open a new tab for me, but my initial tab will still be open.
Okay. Marlene has a question to Bernie.
Sorry, Bernie. يعني, in continuation for Myrna's question, if I'm redirected to a new link and I filled it out, I get back to the tab of the application. Will the information that I filled in this external link be reflected somehow anywhere inside or lost?
It will not be I'm lost, Marlene. If you have an external URL, you will have the data filled in any database that you have it built on top of this URL, صح? And you have a database, basically, technically, if you have a form, where if the student is filling this form, it should save in the database where the form is coming up, right?
Okay, so
ما بعرف إذا فهمت، ما بعرف إذا إذا انجينير محمد فتحي بيقدر يفسرها بطريقة أحسن. يعني أنا I'm trying not to go with you into technicality لأنه بعرف إنه technicality is not your field. أجرب بسطها بطريقة تفهموها as functional. يعني whenever I'm putting a URL, this is taking me to outside Powercampus. صح؟ Okay. Whenever it is taking me outside Powercampus, يعني أنا I'm saving the data outside Powercampus in a similar database or a database that I already have. هيدي الداتا ممكن أنت تكوني عم بتطلعيها بريبورت، ممكن تكوني عم بتطلعيها ب whatever you have. It is if it is a survey or whatever. بس هي it is not inside Powercampus. لأنه أنا أصلا through a URL I'm taking you outside Powercampus مش على Powercampus.
اوكي، يعني قصد حضرتك تقولي ان اليو ار ال دوت اكسترنال، فبيسمع في الحته بتاعتي خارج باور كامبس، فمش من حقي ان انا اسال عليها.
مش من حقك لا مش عم اقول انه مش من حقك تسالي عليها. it is حسب. يعني اذا انا عم باخدك على survey، اوكي، انا بباور كامبس I don't have surveys، بس انت you have a third party solution فيها surveys, right?
Yes.
اوكي. So the student عم يطلع على هيدي السيرفي، عم يملاها الداتا يلي بدك تشوفيها على هيدي الثيرد بارتي يلي عم يملى عليها السيرفي، مش بباور كامبس. بس انا تما يروح الطالب من يفوت من سوفت وير لسوفت وير لسوفت وير، اوكي. يعني مثلا let's say هيدي السيرفي بتملى عندك بالهاب سبوت، اوكي.
ما علينا. اوكي.
let's say تملى عندك بالهاب سبوت، بده يكون في عندك الداتا موجودة بالهاب سبوت.
اوكي، يعني السؤال مرة تانية، انه انا دلوقتي هفيل اوت والداتابيز بتاعتي هتاخد الانفو، خلاص هتبقى هسيرش في الداتابيز بتاعتي، بس المعلومات والصفحة اللي انا واقفة عليها في الاذر تاب دي still exist، يعني مش هيقفل عليا ويقول لي your time is out.
صح.
وابتدي تاني من الاول.
صح.
اوكي، انا كده
مظبوط.
تمام. ثانك يو.
Berna, I have a question. Well, I'm not sure if this is like يعني directly in the core of the self-service, but is there another way that we can attach files that يعني when it's reflected on Powercampus, it's not only shown in the application tab?
No. يعني بس ال attachment they are still for the applicant، بس مش for students. يعني still you have it inside your applicants.
Okay, thank you.
يعني هون let me talk a little bit about Powercampus. So this is Powercampus version 9.1.4. Okay. هلا on the road map later on بعدين على a new upgrades وهيك. Let's hope Powercampus لأنه محطوطة on the road map راح يصير عنا Powercampus web، حتى الباك office راح يصير web، بس until then we have this Powercampus. Okay. هلا what we have in the admission we still have the same. Okay. However in the tools set up in here، okay، في عنا صار شيء اسمه program of study. This program of study هيدا previously يارا يمكن تعرف لأنها administrator and the system administration team. هيدا كانت only بالself service, right؟ هلا صار عندكم إياها بتنعمل من الادميشن.
معلش sorry for interrupting. You know, Candice, as you know, is us, and you are speaking sometimes in Arabic, or the team is speaking sometimes in Arabic, and you know she will missing some information. So
Candice, yeah, we're sorry.
Yes. Okay. So please stuck with English if you want. Thank you. Thank you too.
Okay. So
can you repeat the point? Can you repeat the last point? If
so this is Powercampus. As we have said, we are going to go through some modification inside Powercampus. So what we have in here is the program of study. Program of study usually was entered previously in self-service, not in Powercampus. And this was a headache for the users because the system administrator were putting this inside the self-service, but your admissions and your registrar team didn't know how to enter a full program of study. Now it is available from your tools setup program of study, where as usual you can put undergraduate, bachelor of whatever you have the curriculum you can put a picture directory for this, a picture extension, and a picture name for the same program if you have a picture for the program or whatever you have. Okay, so this is basically entered from the Admissions Now tools setup. Fine. What we have new also inside Powercampus is inside the record maintenance. I will open this for you. Is academic plan. Okay, now what you have is an academic plan assignment. The academic plan, whenever in the admission you admit a student, after your admission finishes, you need to matriculate this student over an academic plan, right? You need to assign this student to his academic plan. So you can go from here and put them in bulk. Basically, it was one by one. Now it is by bulk. You choose your academic year and term. You choose if you want to put it on actual or what if. You can later on move it to actual. You can update advisor. So you can put a bulk advisor to all of your students from here. Putting the next. Okay, you can select from a list or you can enter items manually. Similar to each screen in Powercampus, you can enter the IDs manually or you can select a list of students. So I have built different views. So if I have one advisor for, let's say, the curriculum, which is accounting for my freshman student, I can build a view to get those students, or I can keep it, let's say, JD Law student. Next, this will show me if I have student. No. So let's take the default. This will show me the student. Okay. Let's say I will take this student, select. So based on my program, based on my degree, based on my curriculum, this will put me on the similar academic plan. So similar academic plan should be built for me, like undergraduate, BSc, architecture. For the year and term, I did put previously 2021 spring and so on. Next, finish. I am assigned. Look at this. Academic plan is not built. You have missing specific program, degree, curriculum. So I was not over any academic plan. Once I create the academic plan, I can put my student over this academic plan, which is BSc undergraduate architecture. Okay. Are you still with me?
Yes, yes.
Okay, perfect. One of the things which is new is the power up. We didn't test it yet. We're in the progress of testing it. If you want to go ahead and test it in parallel with us, you can do it. You have something called Power Up. So this is basically a solution for you, Muhammad Fathi, because you asked about this millions of times. The Power Up is you can upload admission data such as test scores based on the government ID of the student. So if a government ID of the student is not found, you cannot upload data. So what you need to do is you can set up upload process. Okay, what is the upload type? Application, test scores, let's say. What is the format? Is it SAT? Is it basic skill test? Whatever you have. You have a file name called testscore.csv where you can use. You can put your delimiter. You can put date format. Okay, this is for the test scores, and you can upload your test scores by bulk to your applicant based on the government ID. Okay?
Very good, Bill.
Very good.
Okay.
So this is something also new in the system.
What's the limitation for it? What is the limitation for this point?
You don't have too many, so you can enter bulk, like if you want email, you can enter bulk test scores, but you should use the government ID of your student to enter it, of your applicants.
Verna, I have a question. Does it have to be the government ID? So for instance, we have students who insert their passport number instead of the government ID because they are non-Egyptians.
I need to check this because I was telling you this is usually we should have upgrade you to the version 9.1.2, which is a previous version. We have upgraded you to the latest one, which is 9.1.4, which has recently been released. Okay, and so we need to test this, and I'll come back to you. So this was not even in the version 9.1.2. It is in the version 9.1.4.
Okay.
So I'll test this and get back to you. But basically, it is the government ID. I'll check if you can put like applicant ID or maybe passport ID. But the passport ID, it's not something primary in the system. This is why I guess not. You cannot include it.
So if it's like, if it can work out with the student ID, that would be even greater because it's already embedded in the system, generated from the system, and it's unique for everyone.
We will check this. I will check.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, this one. What you have also is professional examination. This is something new in the system. Hala, I don't know if you have this, but it is available in the system right now. So what you can do is whenever you put an ID, okay, let's say this one, professional examination is the end of year project. So here in Lebanon, we have like too many French systems and we have English system, but whenever you need to graduate, you need to take a project which is over, let's say, the end of year where it has a start and end date, okay, and it has a status. You have this end of year project or end of major project. Hello.
Verna, honestly, it's not, يعني, it depends on the faculty and it depends on each university, and for the registration, I don't want to be speaking for them, but as far as I know, it's this year it will depend on this year how it works out because we have the first graduating cohort this year.
Okay, so you have this, it is new in the system where you can use it later on for a project assigned to a student for a specific major. It has an examination date, it has a start and end time, and it has a status. So here you can fill any status you want, if in progress, completed, passed, failed, pending, whatever you need to track the project examination or professional examination of a student. Okay?
Okay.
Right. What you have also is a community service. So this is a community service if you want certification. Let's say I am an undergraduate Bachelor of Art. So this I can put the numbers, the certificate number given to the student, a certificate date, who is the organization I did give the certification from, start date and date, and total number of service hours. This is basically not for traditional courses. This is basically given for continuing education courses. Let's say you offer like English courses or professional English courses for students who are not even UPI student or not even Ryerson student. Let's say a company, okay, enroll a number of employee in an English course, the professional English course, as you at your institution, which you give them a certificate at the end. So this is what we call community service certificate. Okay, this is available now. you have it in the system. If you're not using it now, maybe you can use it later. Okay. Let me check what you have also. This is basically mainly
maybe related to the same idea or something like that. If I have a student who go for, he's a UPI student and go for Ryson for taking one course and he will come back. Okay. How do you prefer that we manage the situation? Will be a visitor student or what?
to be an exchange student, no?
Yes, he just go and back, take one course, 5 courses.
It will be, he will be an exchange student. So you have something in the system called exchange visitor. This one, where you can put the academic year and term the student went to, let's say, UPI to Canada, but he'll come back to your institution and you will have to re-enter the courses he have taken within this exchange period, right? And put his grades as passing or failing. So you can put it in exchange and you can change his exchange, let's say, enroll status during this semester to exchanged or exchange enroll. So you have different, but this is basically what you use. And this was in the previous version also.
Okay. And but we didn't, face it before because we were not having
Yes,
two universities.
yes, I know.
Okay.
I know.
I have another point. You remember about the English score, by the way, that we're asking about?
Test scores. Okay. Yeah.
Yes, test scores for English.
Well,
okay.
It is same in student. You have something called test scores where you can enter. You can have any test scores you want entered in here. Like where is the test score? This is a test scores. I can build my own English test, basic skill test, or placement test, or whatever I want to call it. Okay. Or language, or whatever I have with test type, which is English, general, whatever I have, and put the score over here.
Okay.
So it can be a numerical score or it can be an alpha score. It depends on how you want to do it.
I have a question. What if as a placement?
I can't hear you. I hear someone is talking, but I cannot hear. Maybe the mic.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. طيب my question is what if ان احنا عندنا البليسمنت اكزام ليه كذا ترايل فالتست ديت والريزلتس هتبقى عامله ازاي؟ يعني في عندي two different trials, two different dates, two different scores.
Based on
ولا هنا اللي هيبان هو احدث حاجه؟
لا فيك you can show them all based on the test date with their scores, but you can count only the highest. يعني انت you can choose from the setup of your code table. Let's say you are creating a test. Okay. Let's say English test. So in here you can say keep the high total score.
طب what if ان انا I need both to remain, is that an option?
Yes, they can both remain. What we are saying in here is either you need to keep a total score. This will go and give you a total score, or keep the high total score. It will keep only the highest score, or you can have them both.
فين بقى؟ عشان هي مش موجودة.
And let's say أنا هنا I did put English, okay, and I did put writing. The test date was on the 12/4/2021, let's say, and the score was 60. Okay, this is one. Okay, because I did keep a high total and average, this showed. So if I remove them, okay, I will put another English test. So this is again based on how I enter 19.4 in 2022, let's say, and he took like an 80. Okay, look at this. So the system took this English, which is 80. My high total is 80, but you can see the two. What is in here? The total is 60. They are different, or I can combine them, and you can choose which one can show on your transcript or not. What is the average? Okay, because I didn't combine the two, it gave me two averages. So I can remove all of this and keep the two without going through all of this.
اوكي طيب I just noticed something يا بيرنا معلش هو دلوقتي احنا في الاكاديميك ريكوردز صح؟ طيب انا what if ان انا
You have it in the admission also.
in admission بس do I have code tables برضو ولا؟
Yes, you have it.
Okay طيب I will check that because I've never done it before.
It's if I go to admissions, okay, to applicant, we have the similar test scores.
I have test score هناك بس I don't know if I have access to its code table أو
So this is the test score, and in the code, so you need to check with Yara about the access, and this is the test. It is available in the code tables. Okay. Any question?
No, thank you.
Okay, perfect.
I have a general question, if you allow me, please, Berna.
Yes.
Do we have a mobile application or not yet for the self-service at least?
Yes, you don't have a mobile application, but this is a responsive design. And whenever you open it right now, if you publish it, it will open on your mobile responsively, on your tablet responsively. You don't need a mobile app anymore.
Okay. I mean, in case of
So
notification.
you can try it.
Sure. Okay, thank you.
Okay, use another account. Okay, for administrator, we have something new called notification in here, as you can see. So this is the self-service where I'm going to show you later on how so we will need definitely another session for your site administrator because they still have to go through the user management and they still have to go through the administration in here. Okay, maybe we schedule another call tomorrow for your site administrators alone.
Yes, sounds good. Is it sounds good for everyone? Can we have it, for example, from 10 a.m. again?
Let me check my calendar, Muhammad, for tomorrow, just to give you the exact. Tomorrow is 20. Yes, let's do it tomorrow at 9. Can we do it like today?
Okay.
For your administrators?
It's fine with me, but I prefer to be 10, to be honest. But if it's fine with the others, we can do it at 9.
It will take only like 1 hour or 1 hour and a half. So let's do it. You can postpone it till 9:30, so it will be 10:30 our time.
Okay, it's fine. Sure.
Okay.
Okay, 9:30 is okay for me. So what is the final time?
9:30.
9:30.
Okay.
Aziz, can
Islam, are you okay?
Okay.
Yes.
Can you please send another meeting request for tomorrow 9:30?
Yes, please, to show your site
sure.
administrator the cycle.
Yeah.
because we still have to go through like 2 databases, and we still have to go through and we still have to go through different scenarios. Yani we still have like the user management, which is new. We still have to go through the administration, which is the site administrator and notification. And we will have to go through the new databases for just the team to know what is new in this version.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Let me ask about something, Berna, about the end user. I mean, student affairs team and finance team. Do we need to schedule another session? Maybe because for sure they will start trying after you send to us the final confirmation that everything is going well. I already sent to Elise, or the team already sent to Elise several emails and waiting for confirmation. Okay. So I think we maybe need to have another session, maybe tomorrow or after tomorrow maximum, to check if they are facing any issue, if there is something like that. So can we schedule from now to be in Thursday, for example?
What I would suggest is let me check my calendar, because also I have a full calendar for Thursday. Maybe one of the team can be with you, but however, you have similar, what you have is similar from the end of admission and registration. You don't have something new. Just the thing I have shown them. If they need a session or something later on, we can. But let them try first. Yes.
Yes, sure. I was trying to do this week, before the end of this week, because the next week we are in vacation, and mostly we will work from home. Okay.
Okay.
So this is why I was suggesting to have something before the end of this week. Maybe after you confirm that everything is good and it is okay, and just at least confirms everything, we will send to them the test environment login details, so they start testing.
Okay.
So if we can have another session maybe by Thursday, that will be great. Okay.
Okay, we will check by tomorrow we have a session. By the end of the session, maybe we can say if you need one or not.
Okay.
Okay. خلاص.
Okay.
Deal.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Does anyone
Thank
have
you
any questions?
all.
Thank you.
Thank you, Berna, so much. Thank you.
Thank you all.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Hamad, you'll send me Islam, you'll send me the interview.